Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Roshi. I'm yoga and wellness coach, and in today's video we'll be working on your hamstrings. It's a nice video for people who are looking to just target your hamstrings in your practice, or somebody who is into running and looking for stretches to release the tension before and after. Without wasting much time, we'll start first on the back. So from wherever you are, just come lying down on your back. Your heels are roughly 1 palm distance away from your sit bones. The stance of the bridge pose is slightly narrower than what you're used to. From your hands to the side. As you inhale, you're going to lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. You don't necessarily have to take it very high. Just take it to the place where you're comfortable, your glutes are nicely contracted and engaged. From here, we're going to bring right knee into the chest, shifting weight into the left toe, and then extend the right toe towards the ceiling. If you want more, after the same drill, instead of pointing, you can also work into a flexion. Again, bend and release. We're going to change leg now. Knee to the chest, extend, flex, bend, and release. Onto the right, extend, bend, release. Left knee to the chest, extend, bend, release. Last one on the right, extend, bend, release. Left one to the chest, extend, bend, and release. Very slowly come down on the mat. If you think you need more reps to warm up into your hamstrings, feel free to do that. Remember, actively hug both the knees into the chest. Just stay here for a breath or two. Keep trying to create this active tuck of knee to the chest actions. If you need to grab your shins and pull them up, go for it. Hold, stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, very gently rock back and forth and come seated. You're going to come back onto your knees into a 90 lunge, 90 degree knee hip in a line. You're going to just first start from here, and then we're going to start to modify it to create stretch onto the front leg first. So very slowly start to extend the right leg further. You can keep the toes down first. If you have a good balance on the left knee, stay as it is. Otherwise, you can also tuck the back toe actively. Make sure your left kneecap is safe. If you need, cushion your left knee. But very slowly keep extending, pulling your abdomen into the, or following your abdomen into the back of your spine. Very slowly keep a micro bend into the right knee. Lean forward here. Use hands if you need to on the mat. Hold, stay. Now if this is a lot for you, you can just stay here. If you're somebody who's fairly comfortable here and looking for more sensation into your right hamstring, you're going to lift the right toe and flex the right knee in actively. You've still not left the left hip socket, left knee and kneecap is still in a line. You're still trying to create this folding direction from the right hip. So you start to feel the stretch from the right sit bones going into your right hamstring. You're going to hold up a couple of breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to try to make this a little bit more dynamic. So from here, rest the right toe down, bend into the right knee, push the hips forward towards the right heel. Really trying to press the left quad into the mat, and again come back with right leg straight into a half split. From here again, forward and back. 4, forward and back. 5, forward and back. Forward and back. Last one, I counted wrong. From here, very slowly, we're going to sink with the hips down and forward, and just going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Now the right leg is in a relaxed lunge leg is what does the work. Imagine somebody is trying to push the left flexor, left quad down into the mat. So you could be somewhere here if you have very tight flexors and the quads. Okay, slowly we're trying to push it into the mat. Hold. If you're somebody who's comfortable, get the hands on the right thigh. Stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release both the hands. Tuck the left toe. We're gonna extend both the legs here. So it's kind of Parshvottanasana, where both the toes are facing towards the right. Usually we keep it slightly diagonal, the left toe, but here for the sake of keeping nice squareness in the hips, okay, we're going to keep the left toe also facing forward. Inhale, lengthen, hands onto the waist. We're going to go for an active stretch first, where we're trying not to use the hands on the mat. Keep a micro bend into the right knee if you need to, and then very slowly try to extend. You're going to feel this in the back hamstring. You're also going to feel this into the front hamstring, which is the right, and a little bit on your right inner thigh. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly come up and relax. We're going to pivot to the other side into 90-90 first. Right hip, right knee in a line. Okay, from a very slowly start to walk the left toe further, really targeting the left leg here now. Okay, as you walk the left toe further, make sure the left hip doesn't go like you're not creating this diagonal angle on your pelvis or on your hips. Okay, so we keep bringing the left toe in, bring both the hands down, very slowly keep walking the left toe further without leaving the left hip socket. If this is a lot for you, keep a micro bend into the left knee again. If you want more, bring the left toe up and really grounding now the left heel into the mat. It's still keeping softer on the knee. Okay, and then keep creating this abdomen to the thigh action. And hold. Stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and from here set the left toe down, push the hips down and forward into this Anjani Asana, and then back into a half split. That's 1. Push the hips down and forward, back into Anjani Asana, your half split. 2, Anjani Asana, and the split. 3, Anjani Asana, and the split. 4, Anjani Asana, and the split. 5. From here we'll kind of stay in Anjani Asana, focusing on the back leg more, the front one. If you want, you can align the knee and ankle in a line, just for a good measure. If your toe was slightly ahead, that's also is fine if you're used to Anjani Asana. Keep pressing your right quad actively into the mat, right flexor into the mat. Hold, stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, very slowly release both the hands, tuck the right toe, lift both the legs up, lengthen into both the knees. From here, very slowly come standing first. So to get just the distance if you need to, make sure your hips are square, left knee is slightly bending, or there's a micro bend in the left knee. Inhale, hands onto the waist, keep feeling that your hips are nice and square here. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold forward. It's okay to keep a micro bend into the knee as long as your right hamstring and left hamstring stays active. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly come up and pivot to the center. From here, we'll just come seated. You can come down however you want into your Upavishkanasana legs, or your straddle. Okay. The wider, the better, the more we work on your inner thighs, on your psoas. Keep the toes nice and actively flexed here. Hands to the center. Inhale, keep lifting the spine up. And then very slowly, without compromising on the toes, so your toes are not dropping in with you, start to walk the hands forward. As you create range forward, you start to feel activation or the stretch on your inner thigh. Okay? It's almost like something new carrying kind of a sensation, which is super normal. Okay, you just have to keep hitting your threshold in terms of creating this new range into your practice. So if you started somewhere here, your goal is to be here. If you started somewhere here, your goal is to be here. Eventually on the elbows, keep the toes flexed, keep pushing the abdomen to the floor action, and then very slowly go as much as you can. Hang there for some time. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is so intense. My inner thigh is kind of like shaking, and this is something I actually do quite a lot. Very slowly come back. Very slowly bring the legs together. Okay, we're gonna just create mild forward fold. You don't have to go completely ham. Okay, just to warm up into your hamstrings. This is really nice after your running session. If you're doing this after your cardio or a nice run sesh, make sure there's no mountain underneath. So if you flex more, naturally the back of your leg relaxes better on the mat. From inhale, lengthen, keep resting your abdomen into the thigh, and then keep folding forward. Go as much as you can. Hold. You can gently rock from your right sit bone to left sit bone. It kind of massages this elastic film on the back of your leg, which helps in improving flexibility. It's almost like a hack, kind of a cheat trick. So suppose if you wake up with very tight muscles, in your stretches, try to keep pulsing up and down or side to side or back and forth. Wherever you can find tighter areas, just go in those areas. Every day is different when you stretch, and that's absolutely fine.